How's everyone doing today? Shankar Puri here. Today, like every day, we're going to talk about the Bitcoin price and the broader markets and see where we're heading. Please remember this is not financial advice and all this information is for entertainment purposes only. So without further ado, let's dive right into the charts. Alright guys, so right now we're looking at Bitcoin. So currently I have this here. If you look on the 1 hour time frame, we have this channel that we've been inside of, and please remember we had this channel from last week, and I just want you to pay attention to this right here, right? I just want you to pay attention to this, as that many people were calling for higher prices right away, which that definitely could happen, but until we break outside of this channel, the price of Bitcoin is most likely going to be ranging. So keep in mind that we're just in a range and anything can happen. Now inside of that range, we're currently have this bull flag here. So the possibility of us breaking up, definitely a possibility. We could break up, hit the top of this range, and even come back down here. But what we want to keep in mind is that when we break out of this range, our target to the downside, because this is a bearish pattern, if we break out to the downside, targets could be as low as 17,000, 18,000, 1836, 18,356 are definitely targets that are definitely possible for Bitcoin to hit. So I just want you to keep in mind, guys, we are still in a downtrend. We are still in a downtrend for Bitcoin. Nothing is telling us that we've reversed. There's nothing telling us that, hey, we've switched course and now we are going to be heading into a bull market. So none of that has happened. And you want to keep in mind that, the halving of Bitcoin is not until 2024. So if you know about the market cycles and you believe that the halving is something that kickstart the Bitcoin bull markets, the halving is 600 days away. So to say that we're about to have a bull market, and you study the history of Bitcoin, and you're a Bitcoin maxi, or you're in crypto and everything, just keep in mind that the last bull markets have started around the last halving, and that's about over 600 days away for the next halving, if that stays valid. We have no idea what's going to happen, but just keep that in mind, guys, that we are in this bear flag, in a longer trend bear flag, but we do have this bull flag right here inside, where if you're looking long term, all of this in here is kind of noise. So I don't, if you're looking for a longer term trade, wait until we break and get confirmation of the break and retest before entering a short or long. But if you are an investor, stick with your DCA plans, and you should be fine long term, right? Keep in mind, no one knows when the price is going to turn around, so you have to be willing to not really care about what the price is when you're DCAing, right? So if you're day trading, understand that day trading, swing trading, that's a career. Like, that's not investing. Investing is you're taking some of your money, that's your active income, and putting into a passive vehicle. With day trading, it's active income. Like if you're a lawyer or a doctor, it's the same thing. So you take your active income as a trader and you can invest it. So day traders are different than investors, but if you are day trading, you want to pay attention to those zones there that I set out. So now we look at the S&P 500. We've broken out here. We are over this trend line and that we saw last week. We are above the daily. Now you want to keep in mind that a lot of traders today may have seen a head and shoulders and we're looking for a short back here. But what I want to show you guys is that we did have indication that we were going to be supported. This daily support was going to be supported. So what we want to look at is over here, we have a divergence. So we have this divergence here on the daily time frame. So it's a strong indication that the price was going to be supported. But you know, also if you look, we did have higher lows coming in here, so we did have higher lows as well. So for tomorrow, you know, anything can happen. I know that's something easy to say, right? Anything can happen. Of course, anything can happen. But if we were to head, you know, this was supported, we'd head higher. We'd be looking at 4082 and 4176 for the S&P if we were gonna head higher. So that would be the next targets. But what we are long-term looking at is we want to see the reaction of the 200-day moving average. So let's just check to see how far away it is. So we have a bit of room to go. So the 200-day moving average is about 43.38. So we have, you know, about, if we were gonna get to the 200-day moving average tomorrow, it would be about 9%. So that's a big move. So you want to keep in mind that, for me at least, everything here is not gonna say if we're in a bull market or bear market. I mean, we're in a bear market, but to say that we've reversed into a bull market, I'm not gonna make any decisions until we get a reaction of the 200-day moving average to see what the sentiment's like when we get there. Then, you know, if we get a strong rejection, then I may say, hey, you know what, the bear market seems to be continuing. You know, this move up here is not enough for me, or I think anyone, to say that we're back in a bull market. You know, realistically, we're 25 days into a recession, and you know, it doesn't matter the technical term or whatever, you know, what the news is saying, we are in a recession. We're 25 days into a recession. We've had 2 months of negative GDP growth, and so that's what a recession is. And we're here, baby. We're here. So embrace it, enjoy it, and let's just keep learning. Like, trust me, when the news tells you it's a recession, we'll probably be almost done. You know, so the news is just all sensationalized. Don't forget, the news makes money off of the people that see it, and the only way people are gonna the news makes money off of the ads they sell, and people are only going to want to have ads there if people are watching. So the news always has to be sensationalized at some point. There always has to be controversy, and you know, it is what it is. You just got to understand that that's the life we live in, and don't complain about it. You know what I mean? Just understand it and try and be on the right side of things and enjoy your life, right? Because that's what everyone deserves. So, all right, so let's look here. We have the RSI. So this is the ETH versus Bitcoin chart, and currently still in a downtrend, guys. There's nothing showing that we're back in a bull market for ETH versus Bitcoin. There's nothing showing that we're back in a bull market for ETH. All we've had is a move up. There was a news about Ethereum, and I think they have a new upgrade, so I think a lot of people bought into that. But we can see we do have divergences here. So we have a divergence here, so two divergences. So the price, the volume's coming down, divergences still below the previous high. Everything to me, you know, just looking at the chart, looks very weak still. Nothing's looking like, you know, we're gonna be back in a bull market. So the reason why we bring up ETH is because Ethereum, most coins are on top of Ethereum. So you want ETH to do well against Bitcoin, and you want ETH to do well in general, because your altcoin is probably on top of ETH. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, so what we would need to see at minimum is Ethereum to pass this red line to say we're back in the bull market, to make a higher high, and then we can make a higher low. But it looks like we may just make a lower high, make another lower low, head lower, no big deal. But just keep in mind is the bull market of past have normally started at the beginning of the halving or around, and we are over 600 days from that. So it wouldn't be out of character for the crypto market to just chop around. So I wouldn't suggest getting excited right now and going all in. on any coin. If anything, just trade it, because the market's going to be choppy, and between now and the next halving, there's going to be a lot more coins. Most of the coins, and take it from my experience, most of the coins, some of the coins I like last bull market did nothing. So most of the coins that you like this bull market that we're promising will probably be doing nothing next bull market. So a lot of the coins that are going to be pulling the 10, 100, 1 million X are not even developed yet. A lot of them are just ideas right now, and maybe a year or two from now they'll be released, and those are the coins that are probably going to do very well. So all you can do now, which I would recommend, is just learn, study, get better at reading the markets, and that's all. So, without further ado, guys, that's all for today. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and tune in next time for some more Bitcoin, altcoin, and cryptocurrency news. Thank you.